Your name, where you're from, and what time? I'm from Hawaii. Okay, and what do you have anything you want to do when you grow up? Well, I have the start of a business, for example, so for a few things that sell and what I use the purpose there. So that's a lot of business ideas there. All right, and then Ara? My name is Ara. I'm from Fremont, California. But I want to be all of these at the same time. A mathematician, a physicist, and a biologist. You have a very, very busy career. Back there. In a chemist. In a chemist. Can't forget that. Virginia? Absolutely no idea what I want. Is that that? Yes, so like a chem would be, yeah, like Emmett's sitting over there. So I'm sure with that whole thing. I'm sorry, I can't see how people actually. All right, and I missed what you said that you wanted to be when you grow up. Right here. Okay, well, you've got a lot of time to figure it out. Okay. Arjun? My name is Arjun. I'm from San Diego, California, which you might not know where it is, but someone's Valley. And I want to be maybe say I'm not sure what it will be. That's okay. That's okay. What about you, Esther? Trying to think happy. So on this side, we've got people who have. So it's okay. We're in the right place then. Great sorry. Sing it. Out here. You know the song that only connections happy and happy away. I can't say I'm familiar, but I'm learning. I don't know. So you know, it's anyway. To be you said it. No, not any. So now I'm just going to go over the rules really quickly before we get started. So remember, now that we're in finals, playoffs, the last of the playoffs, there's playoff scoring. So if you get it really early in the question, you can get up to 6 points per question. Yeah, well, just making sure everyone knows. I mean, sure, Dan will know that too. And then you can get up to a -2 per question on the other end. That's if you buzz in before I'm done reading the question and you give me an incorrect response. Okay? I'll say at the end of every question how many points you either gained or lost. And we'll do score checks pretty regularly. Yes, what's your question?
So, is it same rules as always?
It is the same both 75.
Same rules as 75?
Yeah, wait for the finish of that. It's right here.
Are we on air?
Okay.
We're good.
Try and
Let's see.
your grandparents are watching.
I kind of like.
All right, let's start the buzzer starting over here. No, so everything.
Well, I.
All right, that's not happening. You're good. Next buzzer. Next blue buzzer. Guys, let's buzz in. Right, Ethan? Ashley here. That's not Ethan. That's still not Ethan. Thank you, Ara. All right, next. Okay, wait. Evan. Evan. All right, Archie. Okay. Perfect. Yes, what's your question?
I have my own channel. I also have my own
That's why I hear the question. We can pay attention. It's it is 35. Buzz out. All right. All buzzes from here on out will count towards the questions. Yeah, what's your question?
If there's like only one person's buzz out, well, like the next person is with most points that didn't buzz out. So that's
Yeah, exactly. All right. Good luck to all competitors. This is toss-up number 1. And hands on buzzers. Toss-up number 1. A malignant neoplasm in this organ in young women is called a solid pseudopapillary tumor. Liquid released from this organ includes the digestive enzymes trypsinogen and amylase. Stop. Incorrect. All right, it's a -2. And that liquid is released from this organ when prime enters the duodenum. Gallstones block the liquid. That is also incorrect. That's a -2 for art. And yes, is also incorrect. The -2. That for Ethan, and that ends the question. Here we were looking for pancreas. Okay. I know. Gotta. Okay, process number 2. The spectrum of this element was first observed in 1868 in sunlight during a solar eclipse, a detection usually credited to Jules Janssen and Norman Lockyer. William Ramsay formally discussed Snoop Evan. Toss-up number 3. And can everyone hear me all right? Good.
Yeah.
Toss-up number 3. When this material spreads out horizontally and creates a layer in between strata of rock, it creates a dome-shaped laccolith, which, when exposed, is more resistant to weathering. This material can cool and crystallize into intrusive bodies, and it provides the composition of lava. That's incorrect. It's -R. Composition of igneous rocks. Further points, name this molten material, which can be found in shape. That is correct for 4 points to Arjun.
Excuse me. Is there any difference between between like not and next one?
There is, and especially if we can't. We can explain that. These proteins are arranged as head-to-tail dimers in a handshake motif, and these proteins provide an electrostatic potential that holds together the 30 nanometer fiber. These proteins can promote transcriptional activity through the acetylation of lysine, and 8 of these proteins form an octamer in the center of the nucleosome in eukaryota. For the points, name these proteins around which DNA wraps to form the complex. Sorry, that's incorrect. -2, complex chromatin. That's incorrect, and -1 for Arif. That's time we're looking for histo. Okay. Topic number 5. Hands on buzzers again. The value of this quantity corresponds to the strength of so-called forbidden lines in the H2 region.
Can you tell them what the score is? It looks like all the scores are wrong.
They have the official score, not the
We can do a score check now, just to make sure everyone's on the same page. So we should have Emmett at 0, Arjun at 4, Evan at 4, Ling at 0, Susie at a -2, Arav at -7, Ethan at -4, Rika at 0, and Ethan at -7. All right, all people look out down there? Great. I'm gonna just restart this question, all right? Pay attention. Toss-up number 5. The value of this quantity corresponds to the strength of so-called forbidden lines in the H2 regions. Specific ranges of mass and this quantity are required for pair instability supernovae to occur. Population 1 stars are contrasted with population 2 stars by having higher values of this quantity. That is correct for 5 points to Arjun. Hey, how's it? You want top 6?
It's like 5 points.
Well, that's fine. So we got it now. Right, the top number 6. This company developed a cryogenic engine called the BE. That is incorrect. A -2 for Arjun. That is incorrect. That's a -2 for me. Right? BE3 that was tested at Van Horn. This company developed a 2-stage design for its New Glenn family of launch vehicles. This company launched a crewed mission with a New Shepard vehicle that crossed the Kármán line, thus entering space. Working with
SpaceX.
Sorry, that's incorrect, and that's a -2 for Ethan. We're looking here for Blue Origin. Origins. It was all right. Toss-up 7. During this process, FTSZ polymerization and Z-ring formation trigger the formation of a new cell wall material. S. pombe yeasts unusually exhibit this process, while in other eukaryotes, this process only occurs in the mitochondria and chloroplast. Cells undergoing this process possess an elongation phase.
Golden cycle?
That is incorrect. In which that's also incorrect, so it's a -2 for Ling and a -2 for Emmett. In which the 2 halves of a cell are divided by a septum. For the points, name this reproductive process used by
Gametes?
That's incorrect. That's a -2 for Arjun. We're looking here for binary fission. Toss-up number 8. Okay, so lots of questions to go. This man lends his name to a theorem that says for an integer a, when p is a prime, a to the power of p minus a will be a multiple of p. That That is correct for 6 points to Evan.
Oh, I so don't slow first.
6 points to Evan. All right. Toss up number 9. Okay. The spectral radiance from these things is modeled to be dependent on the cube of frequency, per Planck's law, and tends to be Rayleigh-Jean's law at low frequencies. For one of these objects, whose emissivity is taken to be 1, the radiant excitance is equal to a constant times the 4th power of temperature, per the Stefan-Boltzmann law. Acting as ideal emitters, and sometimes modeled as a cavity with a hole, for the points, name these physically ideal objects which absorb all light.
Black holes.
That is incorrect. -1 for Aro.
Black bodies.
That is correct. 3 points to Edwin.
It was an egg.
Edwin, yes, you were Edwin.
Yeah.
I just used for the last one.
Oh.
So yeah, 3 points for Edwin. Right, good buzz. All right, now after 10, this next question we'll do a score check to make sure we're all on the same page.
No, he should be at 1. He was a -2 before. Now he's at 1.
Great, toss up 10. While working under the mentorship of Oystein Orr, this person wrote the thesis, New Types of Irreducibility Criteria. The COBOL programming language was influenced by this person's data processing language, which was made for Remington Rand and was called Flowmatic. A tool designed by this person functioned like a linker and was the A0 system, which created machine code. Further points, name this U.S. Navy rear admiral. Answer, please. That is correct. Good buzz. For 4 points. Yes, 2. Luca. 4 points? That was 4 points. Luca. All right. So you want to do a score check on number 2? No.
Yes.
All right.
All right. After at question 10, we have Emmett with -2, Arjun with 5, Evan with 10, Ling with -4, Susie with -2, Ara with -8, Ethan with -6, Luca with 4 points, and Edwin with 1 point.
Same on paper.
All right, perfect. Then we'll move on to top 11. According to Michael Spivak, the world's weakest substitution is a half-angle substitution named for this function that sets t equal to this function of x over 2. This function has asymptotes every pi radians, including at negative and positive pi over 2. For the points, name this trigonometric function defined as the ratio of the opposite side lengths.
Soft.
Incorrect, -2. Edwin?
Tangent.
That is correct. 4 points for Aro.
Eddie.
Okay. Lots of questions to go. Lots of questions to go for
Yeah,
everyone.
you're in cities, but you shut up.
Okay.
Okay, just brush it off, think of the next one.
It's on your own buzzers. First question 12. Although known for achievements in another science, this person's father invented the achromatic lens. This person's most notable innovation was inspired by a paper on fermentation and putrefaction by a French scientist. After learning that a certain substance was used to treat sewage in Carlisle, this person began applying it to surgical wounds. For the points, name this British surgeon who pioneered antiseptic surgery and for whom a brand of mouthwash is named.
Yes.
Sorry, that's incorrect. And then 1 for Any guesses? No?
No one says no.
All right. Well, that's time. So it works out. We're looking for Joseph Lister there. Has anyone used Listerine before? All right. Okay. Moving on. Remember, no buses in between. I haven't asked a question to answer. Okay. Moving on. Toss up 13. We all got this? Yes, we all got this. Toss up 13. This quantity equals the integral dq over t according to the Clausius theorem. And this quantity remains constant for processes that are both adiabatic and reversible. This conjugate variable of temperature is equal to Boltzmann's constant multiplied by the logarithm of the number of microstates. The second law of thermodynamics states that this quantity always
Entropy.
that is a great buzz. 5 points going to Lynn. All right. Toss up 14. Stable, mature forms of this molecule require its precursor form to be stabilized with a 5' cap. In this molecule synthesis, spliceosomes remove non-coding regions called introns. To trigger an immune response to spike proteins, this molecule is used in the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine. For the points, name this single-stranded molecule that is
RNA.
I'm going to prompt on that. A few more seconds.
RNA.
That is correct. Yes, for 4 points to Arjun. No, I did not finish the sentence yet. I said name the single-stranded molecule that is sent out from the nucleus to be translated to form protein. So I didn't get to the end there. But you knew it. So toss up 15. All right, now we caught up on scoring. Toss up 15. In order to unify configurations across this software, users can employ a software suite called System D. The core of this software can act as a hypervisor via the kernel-based virtual machine module, which requires hardware virtualization extension. Distributions of this software that can run a desktop environment called GNOME include Debian and Ubuntu. Linus Torvalds created, for the points, what family of operating systems featuring a penguin mascot?
Linux.
That is correct. 3 points to Luca. It's also 6.
It's okay.
Eddie, come on.
There's a lot of questions left in
Eddie, come on. You're within 2 questions and then you're like, come on.
Two questions. We have everything here.
Yep, also,
Toss of 16. Toss of 16. These diagrams estimate the probability density function and become relative frequency plots when the interval lengths are 1. These diagrams can be constructed with Sturge's rule, which suggests the number of bins. Depicting quantitative data, unlike bar charts, for the points, which statistical diagrams
Pie charts.
sorry, that's incorrect. Are created by bucketing data into bins, then plotting how many values in each bin. That's time. We're looking for histograms here. The top of the
What is the
Okay, no. This question is being good. Okay, everyone's done the work, I promise you. Wow.
But it's
If I come to my competitor, I wish they would.
Hey, bud. Come on.
Hey guys, it's all right. Everyone's walking away here, and you're already. You guys are like the 9 best science players in the country. Okay, for your division. So. I don't believe that. Based on what I'm doing right now, you guys are the best science players in the country.
and this is the national championships, and you're ranked at all the way behind.
story at the end. So if we get through this, then I can tell you one story. When we get through this. Okay, toss up 17. This place is where the Fermi Gamma Ray Space Telescope discovered an excess of gamma ray radiation, which might be due to self-annihilating dark matter. Fermi bubbles are located around this region, and it is orbited by the circumnuclear disk. This place contains a supermassive black hole discovered by Robert Brown and Bruce Ballot, which is the Sagittarius A.
Milky Way?
I'm gonna prompt on that and be more specific.
Milky Way galaxy.
I'll prompt one more time. Any answer? Sorry, that's a negative.
That's not Milky Way.
That is what we needed. Yes. And so that is 4 points to Susan. Okay, toss up 18. The last member, these metals, is often included despite being part of the 6D transition series. The heaviest of these metals are named for Dmitry Mendeleev, Alfred Nobel, and Ernest Lawrence. And these metals include the heaviest elements.
Manganite?
Sorry, that's incorrect. Negative are to be produced in macroscopic.
Actinites?
That is correct for 5 points. Arjun.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Susie got the points and she actually you said it should be 2.
Yeah, Susie is at 2 now on my screen.
Susie has 2 points.
Yeah, and then Arjun was for
Like instead of the song you.
I personally can't be switching back and forth with one of you wants to say the updated score. It's
They got I'm trying to figure out
your chances to yes to. She got 4 points. That's all. So it's 2 now. Okay, toss up 9. You guys should all consider the math. Wait, that's toss 9. The mixed form of this mineral has had vapor deposition applied to it to create a rainbow-colored effect. By heating an instance of this mineral, David Brewster discovered a liquid that fills cavities called brewsterlinite. As a defining mineral with a Mohs scale hardness of 8 for the points, what is this? So it's incorrect. It's -2 for our. That is correct. Yes. And Susan. So take
Stop.
Okay. So 6 for Susie and then next.
Eddie.
Toss up 20. Okay. This scientist proved that diamonds are made of carbon by burning one inside a glass jar using a magnifying glass and producing carbon dioxide. This chemist built on the work of Henry Cavendish to prove that water is a solution instead of an element. This scientist, who named both oxygen and hydrogen, established the fact that matter is neither created nor destroyed in chemical reactions. That is correct. 5 points. Arjun. So after 20, let me just double check. We have Kenneth with a -2, Arjun with 17, Evan with 10, Ling with 1, Susie with 6, Ara with -10, Ethan with -6, Luca with 7, Evan with -3. I didn't say the answer, but we've got Arjun, Evan, and Luca in the inside. For Arjun. Should be 17. Yeah.
He's around 17 at
Yeah, it was 5 points on this last question that he got. Okay. Is everyone ready to continue on?
Yes.
Question. Sure. And this is toss up 21. This phylum is organized into classes such as Scyphozoa and Cubozoa. Mesoglea are used by members of this phylum as a type of hydrostatic skeleton. One member of this phylum being called Portuguese manowar and species. That is correct for 5 points to Aro. You can give
A question.
Yes.
What is that gender?
I just haven't said it. It's on 22. Sampling efforts in this region often use Houston nets to reveal that polyethylene and polypropylene dominate due to low density. This phenomenon is concentrated within a region of weak currents, and convergence associated with a subtropical gyre located in the northern portion of a certain body of water. Efforts to remediate this region include passive collection systems that exploit convergent surface flows. For the point, name this large region of marine pollution located in the world's largest. That is correct. 4 points that you get. Save a pause for the end. This scalar quantity can be measured in a unit called the erg, and though not torque, it can also be measured via the foot-pound. This quantity is the namesake of a principle which can be derived from Newton's second law of motion, and states that it is equivalent to the kinetic energy of a particle. Inertia? That's incorrect. -2 for Arjun. The SI, this quantity is the joule. Energy? That's incorrect. That's a -2 for Arjun. 10 points. Name this quantity, which is the energy transferred to the force. Repeat that. Force. That's also incorrect. Sorry, that's a -2 for Emmett. We're looking here for work. You have what? And for looking. Oh. Yeah, we're at since scientific term too. 24. Alright. The discovery of this fossil. Various fossils that attest its species' earlier presence in the area were discovered, including Sangaron II and the Mochocerto child. This fossil was the oldest hominid fossil. Lucy? That's incorrect. It's a -2 for oldest hominid fossil found until the discovery of the Tom child in 1924. Discovered by Eugene Dubois. For the points, what is this fossil found on an eponymous island, which helped in the classification of Homo erectus? Repeat that, sorry? Sugar? No, so it's a -1. It's time. This one is Java Man. Class of 25. The performance of these items is measured by the L10 life rating, which estimates the number of revolutions at which 90% of them still work. These components may include a cage or retainer to maintain spacing between individual rolling elements. Variants of these things include deep groove, angular contact, and thrust types, each optimized for different load directions and magnitudes. For the points, name these spherical rolling elements used to reduce friction between bearings. I'm going to prompt on that. That is correct. 4 points. Ethan. Toss-up 26. Frederick Vinton Hunt coined the name for this technology and developed the first modern variety, for which he was given a medal for merit. Profiles gathered by one variety of this technology enabled Marie Tharp to discover the Mid-Atlantic Ridge's Central Rift Valley. Functioning by measuring the return echo of pinging sound waves. The points. What is this? Echolocation. Sorry, I can prompt on that. You have an answer? Radar. That's incorrect. Sonar? Yes, sonar is what we're looking for. So a -2 for Ethan, and then 4 points for Emmett. So this was
Emmett's -1.
Emmett, you climbed back up.
You were at -5, you got 4, now we're -1.
Ethan 0. And then Emmett should have a negative.
Yeah.
Right. Toss of 27. Everyone ready? Last few questions, hands on buzzers. Sauropsids and
Yeah.
105.4.
No, he got 4 points. He should have a -1 shadow.
Squish it.
You were 5 points down, you got 4 back. I still have some.
You're about to read 27. Oh, that's such a name. All right, that's a 27. Okay. Focus first. Sauropsids and amniotes first appeared within the later part of this period, in which Euramerica and Siberia joined to create the supercontinent Pangaea. Due to the rise of temnospondyls in this period, it is sometimes known as the Age of Amphibians. Due to a rainforest collapse during this period, a certain type of forest may have been limited to islands. Occurring between the Permian and Devonian periods, this is, for the points, what geologic period named for its abundance of coal. That is correct. 3 points to Arjun. Class 28. This biome is the home of most of the world's muskeg bogs. Drunken trees are most commonly found. That is correct for 6 points. 2 Arjun. Yeah, he has 6 points, so he should have a total of 24.
Yes.
Okay. Class of 29. 2 questions to go, everyone. One of these stars accretes matter from a donor and causes changes in brightness. White dwarf. It is an incredible buzz. 6 points to Edwin, taking him up to 3. Right? Toss up 30. Last. Before the 20th century, this compound was commonly known as oil of vitriol. When combined with hydrogen peroxide, this compound formed.
So if you're guessing,
Incredible buzz to end us off. Yes, that's 6 points to Arjun, taking you to even 30. Yeah. Well, all right. So round of applause.
Oh.
Starting very soon. Let us just finish putting in all of the scores here. You all should be very, very proud of yourself. Those are very, very lovely questions. My before you guys, I'm going to tell you this. I'm actually, I studied, you all used to biology. I studied a lot of biology and neuroscience and currently medical school. 20 of those 30 questions, I guarantee that my friends did not know the answer. You guys are all like 6 and 7 years old. It's very, very much.